Representative Roger Williams of District 25 here in our area. We're going to talk more about where we are in the process right now. Good morning, Congressman.
Good morning.
It's always good to have you here. You put out a statement, and some of what you said here is that you are urging your colleagues to pass a long-term funding bill package before February 8th, which is again when we're set to run out of money should that happen. And also you are calling those from the left reckless and say that they are going through political grandstanding. Why use these kind of words?
Well, we need to get on a budget like every family, every business does, which we're not doing. That is the reason we have these continuing resolutions, and we need to get on a budget. But what we saw with the government shutdown was reckless. I mean, the idea that we would take the continuing resolution to keep the government open and pit the illegals versus our military, I think, is wrong. And that's the problem. And everybody was choosing sides and was grandstanding instead of taking a look what's best for our country and what's best for our military.
So what happens on February 8th?
Well, February 8th, we start this all over again. I don't think it'll be quite the process we saw the last couple weeks with the military involved and that sort of thing. So we'll see what happens. We hope that we can have a bill that does continue the government until we can get a budget, which we have to do. But doing business with continuing resolutions is no way to do business. But I don't think it'll quite be as severe as we saw this last time.
Let's talk a little bit more about the military. You were just in Fort Hood yesterday, speaking to soldiers, veterans, and their families. A little bit about the impact on the military. What was their reaction? What did they say to you? Well,
they were happy it was over with, and I was happy it was over with, and somewhat embarrassed that you have to go and say we shut the government down about this. But they are now they're beginning to see some pay increases. We know February 1st the tax laws that we passed are going to kick in. Withholding's going to go down. But they were upbeat. I mean, they were upbeat. They were back in business. They were happy. They were seeing a bit more money in their checks, and I think they were thankful that I came down to visit with them and hear their concerns and hear their excitement. But the greatest thing we got going are these young men and women fighting for freedom and liberty. We do not need to use them as a wedge in political issues.
You came home Monday night from D.C. after some very long days there. You're expected to go back to our nation's capital on Sunday. Are you speaking with any more of your constituents from now till then?
Well, we are. We are leaving here and go to Dripping Springs, and then we're going to be in Burnett and to speak to some of the groups. And we're reaching out. We missed a day because we didn't come home till Monday night, but we're in the district and we're hearing their issues and talking about their issues and how we can make lives better for all Americans and keep Texas the greatest state in the country.
Congressman Roger Williams, it's always good to see you. Thank you for your time.
Good to see you. Thank you.
And we're going to be right back. Take care.